All right, we live out.
All right. Shalawam, this is GMS Louisiana Saints, the New Orleans camp, with another live lesson. But before we do anything, we're going to give all praise, glory, and infinite honors to Yahawaah by Yahawashi, by Hashem. Double honors to the apostles and elders, the great Millstone who rule and teach well, and peace and salutations to Yahakim out there pushing this word in truth and sincerity. Shalawam. And in this live lesson, we're just going to deal with the fact that an indicator of the last seconds of these last days, which we're currently living in, are these false teachers and false prophets coming around with these wayward and backwards doctrines, which are going to lead those that Yahawaah by Shem Yahawashi didn't want astray and lead them into that fire, which is in 2/3. And I'm sure a lot of you brothers by now have seen that bug out Jake in the ISUPK camp talking about how John the Baptist wasn't a man of the Lord, which is just complete madness. There are plenty of scriptures showing that he was a man of the Lord, and it's one of those things that's it's such a milk concept that you wouldn't think that somebody would stray from it. But hey, anything can happen in these last seconds of these last days, which we're clearly seeing. But we're going to start it off with Matthew chapter 24, verse 3.
God, the book of Matthew chapter 24, verse 3. And as he sat upon the Mount of Olives, the disciples came unto him privately, saying, Tell us, when shall these things be? And what shall be the sign of thy coming and of the end of the world? And Yahawashi answered and said unto him, Take heed that no man deceive you.
Take heed that no man deceive you, especially if you have been blessed by Yahawaah by Shem Yahawashi to have received the true doctrine, which is through GMS. That's why we boldly say we have 100% truth, because everything our apostle elders have been saying and other brothers have been saying is quickly coming to pass. But as you're also seeing these other camps out here, what they've been saying is getting put under the light of scrutiny, and it's starting to fall apart. You're starting to see that there are these false prophets that we're about to get into that were spoken about by Yahawashi more than 2,000 years ago.
Okay. Verse 5. For many shall come in my name, saying, I am the Messiah, I am the anointed, and shall deceive many.
Hey, like that Jake and ISUPK saying that ISUPK has the true doctrine and that you have to put on the black and accept Yahawashi, coming in the name of Yahawashi, which is just complete madness. Where in the scriptures did it say you got to put on all black and shades and then you got the truth and accept the 501c3? Nowhere. Jump to verse Khan.
Yeah, you want verse 11 on?
Khan. And then after that, 24. And then could somebody get me 2 Timothy 3, verse 13?
This is, Matthew 24, verse 11. And many false prophets shall rise and deceive many.
Hey, again, we're clearly Stephen. And this is all Yahawaah by Shem Yahawashi putting that sifter into place to sift those Israelites he doesn't want. Because we know that those that'll be saved, the elect, the 144,000 and the rest of the righteous 1/3, are a small remnant. And Israel is as the sand of the sea, which is in the billions, which just goes to show that a lot of Israelites aren't going to make it on that first go around. And so that's why, as all the brothers are constantly saying, you got to stay in prayer, show charity, and fast so that you don't get that bug out spirit put on you and taken out. Because, hey, gone.
Precept real fast.
Gone.
This is Acts 20 and 28. It says, Take heed, therefore, unto yourselves and to all the flock over which the Holy Ghost has made you overseers to feed the church of Yahawaah, which he hath purchased with his own blood. All right. And it says, For I know this, that after my departing shall grievous wolves enter in among you, not sparing the flock. And it says, also of yourselves shall men arise, speaking perverse things to draw disciples after themselves.
Hey,
after them.
It's such a saying. John the Baptist wasn't a man of the Lord. The mark of the beast is dealing with white women. Edomites can be saved, etc., etc. Just complete madness. And hey, what we're seeing right now is just the tip of the iceberg, because as we're going to get into in Matthew 24, this delusion and this deceivedness that is going to come about is going to get so intense that if it were possible, the very elect would be taken away by it, because right now it's just your Kanye West coming out and saying I'm of the 12 tribes of Judah and finding Christianity again, or this Jake and ISUPK saying John the Baptist isn't a man of the Lord. Hey, some could come with some kind of miracle-like looking powers and say, look, the so-called Christ is clearly dealing with me. I must have the true doctrine. You can't be surprised at anything that the powers, the left-handed power Satan's going to throw at you, or Esau's going to throw at you, hiring a bunch of agents and wolves to try to deceive Israel.
I got you, something, Mike.
Con,
What you saying?
real quick, because
now?
Huh?
You finished with what you had?
Yeah, I got another one after you.
All right.
real
This
quick,
second-
just real quick, because as it says in Revelation 12, verse 12, this devil knows that he has a short time, so he's going to be fighting like mad to keep Israel asleep and try to keep his kingdom going.
Hey,
So-
what's the Salaki? Go ahead, brother.
So just expect the unexpected as we get closer and closer to Yahawashi's return.
Yeah, one of the greatest tricks that the devil pull is deception, man. Hey, that's what he's known for, man. All right. What? Deceiving. All right. And deceiving and conquering, man. All right. But this 2 Corinthians 11, and I'll get straight to the 12. It says, but what I do, that I will do, that I may cut off occasion from them which desire occasion, that wherein they glory, they may be found even as we. For such are false apostles, deceitful workers, transforming themselves into the apostles of the Mashiach.
Mm-hmm. Hey, making themselves look like the men of the Lord because they may be wearing some glorious garments, or they may have the gift of gab to be able to make the bullshit that they're spewing sound like it's the truth. Because that's one thing Jake's good at, is being that supplanter, just having confidence in making his madness sound like it's the truth.
Right. It says, and no marvel, for Satan himself is transformed into an angel of light.
Mm-hmm. And ultimately, again, all these deceivers out here working through the spiritual demon Satan, working on the left hand of the Most High to sift those that are undesirable. Somebody get me 1 Peter 5:8 real quick.
Right. I got a little more.
Okay.
It says, therefore, it is no great thing if his ministers also be transformed as the ministers of righteousness,
Mm-hmm.
whose end shall be according to their works.
Hey, whose end is according to their works, as it says in Revelation. If you take away the least from these scriptures or add unto it, you'll be condemned in that hellfire, roughly paraphrasing.
Yeah, I got one to add to just what he just brought out. It go right along with it. The 2 Peter 2:1, and it says, but there were false prophets also among the people, even as there should be false teachers, among you, who probably shall bring in damnable heresies, even denying the Lord that brought them.
Jump down to verse 12.
And to make that statement that John the Baptist was the man of the Lord, that's damnable heresies, man. You're going completely off, man. Why would he be a man of the Lord? But the Lord, he's just a witness, but the Lord allowed him to baptize him, man. John the Baptist basically was given the Spirit when he was born, man. We might have to get it real fast. Going into Luke, the 1st chapter, man. The angel dealt with his mother and father, man. So he had to have the Spirit of truth in him, man. All right. Even what I wanted to say real quick. Even he prophesied. He say one that should come after me, whose sandals or whose shoes I cannot wear, man. He should do more than what I'm doing, man. He was prophesying, man, and it came true, man. All right, but it says, even denying the Lord who brought them, and bring unto themselves swift judgment, or swift destruction, man. You said jump down to what?
Verse 12.
Verse 12 says, but these are natural brute beasts.
And being a brute beast implies that you're carnal minded, pretty much. Which these people are clearly showing that they're carnal minded and that the Spirit's not dealing with them by making these outlandish statements that they're making, and just worried more about making it in this society, which goes to show by having a 501c3 getting a tax exemption, which means you're looking to make a cozy little nest egg for yourself on this side.
But there were false prophets among the people, even as there shall be false prophets among you. My bad. I don't know why it jumped way back up like that. It says, but these are natural brute beasts, made to be destroyed, speak evil of things that they understand not. Right. And it says, shall utterly perish in their own corruption.
Hey, and what's even crazier, I don't know much about the Jake who was in ISUPK, but from what I heard from other brothers is that he was in the LA camp before, and he was teaching that John the Baptist was a man of the Lord and was actually Abba Bivens. So he once had this truth, and now he's at the complete opposite end of it, which is a very scary thing, and which is why you brothers should be grateful for the position you're in right now, wherever you may be in, if you're in GMS or just have the knowledge and understanding in your heads, because just like that, it can be taken away from you. Hey, many are called, but few are chosen. Nobody knows if they're of that elect number until they're getting beamed up on that chariot.
Hey, like the scripture said, man, it said, give me anything but the plague of the heart, man.
Con.
I got that in Luke, Elder, if you wanted it. About
yeah, bring it out, man. That's a good point, man.
Yeah, this real quick. This is gonna cut all of the madness straight to the point. This is the gospel according to St. Luke, chapter 1, and I'm gonna start at verse 13. But the angel said unto him, fear not, Zacharias, which Zacharias is the father of John the Baptist, for thy prayer is heard, and thy wife Elizabeth shall bear thee a son, and thou shalt call his name John. And thou shalt have joy and gladness, and many shall rejoice at his birth, for he shall be great in the sight of YAHAWAH, and shall drink neither wine nor strong drink, and he shall be filled with the Holy Spirit, even from his mother's womb.
Ooh. How did it sound like he was in the truth to me, man?
Next verse.
Huh?
Verse 16, and many of the children of Israel shall he return to the Lord their power. So he was prophesied before he was born to bring Israel to the Heavenly Father, man, the hearts of the Israelites, man. What is Jake talking about?
How do you just completely skim over that if you've been studying these scriptures for a while to be confident enough to make such a statement like that?
And like you said earlier, Jake says it with such boldness. Like, if you've never read the Bible, you just watch that video, you would just know, yeah, that's the truth right there. Because Jake is just a master at just winging it.
At supplanting.
Yeah.
Hey, and as Yahawashi said in Matthew chapter 11, if you can receive it, this is Elias, which was for two to come.
Yeah.
And then when you jump to Malachi chapter 4, I'm going to just read it real quick. It says, verse 5, behold, I will send you Elijah, the prophet, before the coming of the great and dreadful day of YAHAWAH, and he shall turn the heart of the fathers to the children, and the heart of the children to their fathers, lest I come and smite the earth with a curse. Can you read that last part in Luke?
Gone. Luke 1:16. And many of the children of Israel shall he turn to YAHAWAH their power.
And he shall turn the hearts or the minds of the fathers to the children. Hey, turn them back to the power YAHAWAH by Hashem Yahawashi. First with John the Baptist making the way ready for Yahawashi, and then as we believe, Abba Bivens, who is Elijah and John the Baptist in the reincarnation, waking up Israel back into their identity, and then getting us ready to be that bridegroom to Yahawashi when he makes his second return.
This truth didn't come from Old Testament Israelites. It didn't come from random Jakes on the comment board with their opinion. The truth came from men of Yahweh Bashem Yahawashi that raised up other men, that raised up camp leaders, that raised up the men that you see before you, man. The camps popping up all over the world. It all started with John the Baptist, man, if you could receive it. So we're all supposed to get ready for the second coming of Yahawashi, man. That's what it's about. That's what this ministry is about. That's why it's called the ministry of reconciliation, because the men of the Lord are reconciling the nation of Israel, starting with the elect, with YAHAWAH, the Father. You got it.
Okay. Anybody else have something?
Yeah, I
Yeah.
got something.
Oh, you got it. Huh?
You can bring out what you got on Mama. I'll get whatever after you.
Con, I just want to say, just wanted to bring out Job real quick. Job 12 and 16. With him is strength and wisdom. The deceived and the deceiver are his. The Heavenly Father controls the false prophets, and he controls those who are going to be. Ultimately, if you're not of the elect, you're going to follow one of these false prophets, whether it's somebody in Israel or somebody in the Black conscious community, or just one of these Babylonian doctrines, man, democracy, Islam, whatever, man. All of these doctrines are clearly false, but the Heavenly Father actually controls who's going to have their eyes wakened. So you got it out.
Could you give me that 1 Peter 5 and 8 real quick just to back you up? Because the deceived and the deceiver being the Most High's, who's his top deceiver? His left-hand angel Satan, who's doing a beautiful job at sifting those that aren't wanted right now.
Con, got it. Just 1 Peter. Oh, you got it out?
I had a banger real fast.
Con.
You know, and Yahawashi, all these different topics that come up that Jake stumbled by, this is why right here, man. Okay, I'm gonna go up a little bit. I got some more meat. This is Romans 11 and 7 says, "What then? Israel has not attained that which is seeking for, but the election has attained it, and the rest was blinded. According to as it is written, Yahweh has given them the spirit of slumber, eyes that they should not see, ears that they should not hear, until this day." And David said, let their table be a snare and a trap and a stumbling block, and recompense unto them. Let their eyes be darkened, that they may not see, and bow their heads, bow down their backs away. My bad. Bow down their back away. And that stumbling block is Yahawashi, man. Yahawashi is that ultimate stumbling block. Right? This little topic about John the Baptist, stumbling block of Jake, man. And the Lord sets it up that way so Jake don't get it. Jake does bug out in due time, man. And many other topics. What's the guy? Cornelius, man. That's a stumbling block of Jake, man. Which is simple, easy unto us. You know?
Hey, that not all the tribes are gonna look like so-called Negroes. That's a stumbling block.
That's a heavy one, man. The stick, you know, the 12 tribe sign. That's a stumbling block of Jake, man. You know, the giants of old, man.
Fallen angels.
Giants, huh?
Fallen angels.
Yeah, that topic. That's a stumbling block, man.
The Sabbath. It's something simple too.
Yeah, man. That's right. That's right.
Would you say?
What do all these topics have in common, man? They're playing into the holy. All right, as it is written, as his ways are planted to the holy, so are they stumbling blocks unto the wicked. Everything is laid out in the scriptures. If you have a meek spirit and you come across the men of the Lord, you be like, man, whatever I thought I understood, I got to put that aside. These men have the truth. But everyone that doesn't have that spirit, they're in that spirit of wanting to be right, of wanting to be, I'm better than these guys. You know, I'm better than the prophets. I know more than this guy. I know more than that guy. What you end up seeing happening is these guys always fall into false doctrines, whether it's the flat earth, whether it's a false doctrine, it's all madness. And it all starts with pride because the Heavenly Father resists the proud, man.
You know,
oh, go ahead.
When the elders apostles goes into that rape issue of how things used to be of old and not of now, niggas still in that spirit. They call us everything under the sun for as being rapists, but with no account. You know, you can't bring up no brother, no account. What child or whatever the fuck you want to bring up is still no account of the shit. After 12, 13 years of being on YouTube, no brother within GMS over here ever, or even a fallout, ever been brought up on charges of this shit, you know, in Esau's world, man. Because nobody is over here doing that shit, man. But go ahead, man. Huh?
Yeah, Jake is just being a demon, man. When you go back into our grandfathers and our great grandfathers, they all married young women, man. That's not even, you don't have to go back 2,000 years. You can go back like 100 years. Jake would marry a young woman, man. That's not even, but Jake is gone, man. We were just talking before the live stream. Tomorrow is what? Valentine's Day, National Simp Day. Jake is in the spirit of simping. So something that's straightforward that deals with manhood in the scriptures, it's a stumbling block to Jake because Jake is in the spirit of simping. They don't worship the Heavenly Father. They worship these women. So you can see that being a stumbling block, but you got it, out.
I just wanted to make a point before you brought out your precept, Kai. Just to back up what YAHAWAH just said. Just look. You can still see examples of it today where men in these Eastern countries, like especially with Ishmael or the so-called Arabs, they marry young under what would be called underage women in this society, though they've had the flower of their youth, meaning they had their period. It's still going on today. It's just that when you live in this westernized, feminized society, they make everything having to do with being a true man look at as a toxic masculinity. That's why everything's falling apart. And also, just to back up what you said about how it's pride with a lot of these guys not wanting to accept anything. That's why it says all throughout the scriptures, you got to be born again and come back as a child. And what's a child? Meek and willing to accept the orders of their parents. And our parents are our apostles, our older brothers, our elders, and ultimately Yahawah bahasham Yahawashi.
Yeah, the men of old. The men of old. You got to accept it. That's how it used to be in old times, man. Not now. We don't, brothers don't get down like that. You don't see us with fucking long ass binoculars sitting in the goddamn Tahoe outside of the fucking elementary school, man, looking for some little girls, man. That's bullshit. Brothers don't do that shit, man. And you simple niggas know that, you know what I'm saying?
But hey, I'm just make one more point. But hey, even when Jake, I'm not gonna say it's making a concession, but an example is the elder in South Carolina. He put out videos, and other brothers have been putting out videos of how not to use ad hominem attacks on these Jakes anymore, calling them names, and that's not good enough for Jake. Even Jake will say, "Oh, GMS is getting soft and weak," and just it's never good enough for you, Jake. So I mean, you're just gonna have to learn the hard way, as that saying goes: "A hard head makes a soft ass."
Yeah, because Jake don't, the first thing I thought about it, and the elder apostles took it out of my mouth. Elder Gabor, the brother from South Carolina. Jake can't understand growth, man. Involving in his truth, man. His truth involves, man. Over time, you supposed to be evolving, man. You don't supposed to look back 3 months ago, 6 months, a year ago, and you still the same old guy. You're still teaching the same old way. You still on day one milk, and not even got to at least some heavy stuff, man. To basically holding on and retaining heavy information, man. You gotta evolve. You gotta have growth, man. And Jay can't understand maturity and growth, man. Because you gotta be either getting these scriptures, maturing as a man, maturing as a brother. You gotta be growing somewhere in those avenues, man. Okay, there you got it out.
Jake has arrested development, man. But you got it out.
Hey, one thing all these men have in common with that really they mockers. And when you go into mockers are scoffers. And we know in the last days that there was going to be scoffers that had to come up to this thing. So they edifying the scriptures. All right. They doing nothing more than what the scriptures said that they would do in the last days, man. All right. To be aware of. But this Jude 1:17, it says, "But beloved, remember ye the words which were spoken before of the apostles of the Mashiach Yahawashi, how that they told you there should be mockers in the last time, which are scoffers who walk after their own ungodly lusts." All right. For financial gain. Go, you want to say something?
Hey,
It's not even financial gain. That's in it, but it also just for clout, just for attention.
Oh, yeah.
We know some markers, man. Personally, we know some, man.
Yeah.
Niggas go make videos. Niggas get paragraphs on the fucking page. Niggas go in and get into a thing of marketing about putting the thumbs down. Nigga, you not hurting us. We're not monetized. Well, you hurting how much we get paid every month on YouTube, because we don't even get paid by YouTube, man. And Jake think, I'm gonna hurt him with the thumbs down. I got him today. They hurt on that bitch. Look at him. I don't give a fuck. You know what I'm saying? Like, right. Hey, we really love you, man, because you allow us to do what we do, man. You give us the fuel to our fire, man. We love you, man.
You spiritually monetize us.
Yeah, man. We love you, man.
Hey,
they bring up rare acquisitions again. One of y'all can find that Baba Kasha. YAHAWAH. I was trying to look for it. I wanted to get it with this. But hey, like you said, man, that
I got it out.
Go ahead, Ryan.
After you finish your point, could you jump to verse 8 in Jude?
All right, come. It says, bring that out real quick, YAHAWAH.
Come. It's 2 Peter chapter 2. I'll start at verse 11. I'll start at 9. Yahweh knoweth how to deliver the godly out of temptations and to reserve the unjust unto the day of judgment to be punished. But chiefly them that walk after the flesh in the lust of uncleanliness.
Wait, walking after the flesh. Don't whoa. Walk after the flesh and the lust of uncleanness. Come, bring that out. Come on, this. Yeah.
But chiefly them that walk after the flesh. Mainly those deeds. That's so he's pointing out particular men. That's what that's displaying particular behaviors. Go ahead. That walk after the flesh in the lust of uncleanness and despise government.
Right, and despise government. Right. So these men don't have what? They can't even rule their own spirit, man. All right. So if they can't rule themselves, how much more unruly would their mouths be, man? All right. Not only their mouths, but their actions towards men who are ruly. All right. And it speaks about the unruliness of men, man. I think that's the titles of one of them, man. Escape me right now, but go ahead.
Presumptuous are they.
Presumptuous are they. Right, what? Forthcoming, like beforehand, just speaking on things that they don't even have the knowledge of, man.
All right.
I got that, man.
They presume that their opinion is the right opinion.
Exactly. Right. And we all know that opinions, we are deceived by our own vain opinions, but they believe that their opinions are true. I didn't see men on live screen bring out no scriptures. Why they debating on Elder Gabar page and shit, like no scriptures. Not one scripture at all. Like, and so it's all emotional. Go ahead, dude. That's for another topic for another day.
Go ahead.
Check out the definition for this word presumptuous: of a person or their behavior failing to observe the limits of what is permitted or appropriate.
Yeah. No, they don't got no govern on them. That's just like a car. You know, when you got a govern on a car, it stops you. Once you get to 70, it stops you. And the men of the Lord have governors on them, man. All right. Meaning what? They are well controlled, well nurtured. These are unnurtured souls. They're not nurtured. They're not nurtured by the fruits of the scriptures or the spirit. They're nurtured by their own righteousness, man. All right. They built themselves up, novice, and most of them are novice, man. Damn. All right. Go ahead.
It's a motherfucking word I can't even make up right now, man. They're not even novice.
A novice means you got some understanding.
Yeah, you're right. Bugness.
Yeah, this is right here. This is 1 Timothy 6:3. If any man teach otherwise and consent not to the wholesome words, even the words of our Lord Yahawashi Mashiach, and to the doctrine which is according to godliness, he is proud, knowing nothing. Talking about questions and strife of words, coming evil strifes, railings, even some evil submissions, perverse disputings of men of corrupt minds, and destitute of the truth.
And destitute of the truth.
It says, supposing that gain is godliness, for such withdraw thyself, but godliness with contentment is gain. Is great gain.
Yeah, that's men. If I could add, I'm gonna let you go, brother. Hey, that's men that's ever learning and what? Never able to come to the knowledge of the truth, man. All right. They forever, like you said, they actually the Lord just got them out there searching. Even I don't even think these man, like I say, it's neither here nor there, bro. you don't they ever learning, but never able to come to the knowledge of the truth. But the men of the Lord are ever learning and constantly building a spiritual temple, man. All right, that's been what? Verbally attacked and physically attacked by men who what? Hate. They just hate the fact they're not doing what we doing. That's it. Nothing more, man. Just a hateful heart, man, towards the men.
I was gonna say too, they still stuck in that stage of Deuteronomy where it says they're gonna be groping at noonday, groping at night, man. They're still stuck in that stage, man. There's no light in them, you know, no truth in them. But yet they perceive themselves as being, you know, of the Israel of the Most High, man. You know, it's one thing to be a guy on the sideline, a spectator, and it's one thing for being a man in the game, man. When you're in the game, you're sweating, you're drilling, pumping, you're colliding with people. You're in the game. There's another thing for being a spectator. It's not even a spectator. You're the guy on the sideline, it's the guy in the stands, it's the fucking commentator, and it's the guy in the parking lot, man. Which one are you? Some of you guys are just still on the highway in the car, man. You don't even know where around the stadium, man. You know?
But these are the main people that have everything to say the next day at work.
Oh yeah, man.
Oh, your boy, quarterback should have did this. LeBron should have did that.
Oh, they should have ran the ball.
If I was in the Super Bowl, I would have did that.
Yeah, I would have ran it way more than I threw it. Yeah.
What about
those? Like I would have did this if I was in the Super Bowl. Like that's all you hear the next day at work, man. Just Jake talking about what he would have, should have, could have did, man. You can't have that spirit as a man of the Lord.
What about that nigga that said my team? Like he said the Saints is for him. My team should have got this guy, that guy, man. Jake,
we won. We lost. Yeah, we couldn't make it happen, you know.
Give me that Jude 1 and 8.
All right. Hey, let him finish out what you had, YAHAWAH, and that rallying acquisition so I could get that for the brother.
Got
a muscle in his body, man. Spiritual muscle in his body, man, to do nothing, man.
Yeah, presumptuous. Oh, this is back in 2 Peter chapter 2, verse 10. Presumptuous are they, self-willed.
Self-willed. Wait a minute, self-proclaimed.
Yeah.
Hey, they just proclaimed themselves man, I got the way. I know the way. I'm the way, the truth, and the light. Like they got a man who even called himself the comforter. You know, hey, bro, you self-willed sense. That's once again, that's another topic for another day. Yeah, go ahead, man.
The Lord dealing with him. He got his own action figure, you know.
This is crazy. Go ahead.
But hey, with him also, what did it say back in that 1 Timothy? Is that think gain is godliness, or maybe?
But that's what our people think. It's not just the false prophets. That's why I read the deceiver and the deceiver are his, because our people actually see when these guys actually believe in their own mind that gain is godliness, it also brings forth a carnal following. The people that are following them also believe gain is godliness. That's why when you lead with money, you attract a certain type of person, man. That's why the Lord has his prophets come in meek, humble. Even Jake that's in the truth that make money, they don't put that as the forefront. Like, look, you should listen to me. I make this much money. That's not the spirit of Yahawashi, man.
Hey. So they stumbling blocks to the wicked.
Huh.
The Lord got to take out people who think God gainliness is God, gain is godliness by those who what? Speak as such, like you just said. He got to take that wave of 7 million Israelites that whoever gonna believe that, so they could what? Be condemned by their own beliefs. You got it. This what that Jew gonna go into. What you want? Hey, that Jew 1 and 8.
But if I could say real quick, hey, there are brothers, as Amawad was just saying, there are brothers out here in the truth that do have nice jobs and make a comfortable living, but you wouldn't know that because they don't come out with that at all. Like whenever you hear about something like that, it's just, oh, another brother was talking about, oh, this brother does this, such and such. So if you need help on this, something like that, he doesn't come on his video or out in camp saying, oh, look at me. This is my position. So that's why you should listen to me more than somebody else.
Because it's irrelevant to men that's really want to be sanctified with the word of the Lord. It's irrelevant to talk about all your earthly accolades, man. All right? Because we coming in what? In the spirit. We building up in the spirit. All right. Why would we get on here and talk all about our carnal gains and our edges we getting in life when we still out here poor as fuck, man? All right. But we rich in what? Faith. All right. Now, like you say, we speak about the scriptures. All right. Because what? That's where the richness is at. All right. Moth gonna eat anything this earthly tabernacle, whatever things you got around you earthly. Moth gonna eat that, man. Okay. But this that Jude 1 and 8. You had more, YAHAWAH?
The point you wanted to get to. But you can bring up the Jew first, and then
you can bring that because I come back down to Jude. This that Jude 1 and 8, like Raya said, since the spirit jumped on that, it says likewise also these filthy dreamers.
Hold it real quick. These filthy dreamers, these presumptuous men, these self-willed men, dreaming that their own vain opinion is the right opinion, being a armchair quarterback. Oh, I see him doing this way, but if I was in it, I would have done it this way, and I know it would have been right. All you need to do is just see me in that position. Well, why aren't you in the position showing us how it should be done?
Yeah, that's why I asked him the numbskulls on the comment board. Oh, you should have did this. You should have had this up. You should have said this. Hey man, why? Well, show me a video because niggas never have videos. Nothing. They have blank pages, man. Made up pages. Second pages they're using from a friend or a brother. They didn't know they got a YouTube page and talking shit. But show me you doing those same acts, and maybe I can learn to do it that way. Show me you on the block, man.
Crickets.
Yeah. And if they do have a page with content, it's a playlist with Kevin Gates or some old school Boosie. Like, it's nothing edifying, man.
Yeah.
Jake, who's serious about edifying, is going to be teaching the word, man. That's plain. This is not a religion. This is not anything like the Black conscious community, the anything involving niggas, man. This is straight up like if you believe, scripture say, I believe, so I've spoken, man. That's plain. So you already know if somebody not teaching, they really don't.
The men of the Lord are frontline soldiers. We lead by example. The other men are the men that's behind the men on the front, asking them what's going on, peeking around their shoulder. Be like, let him become a casualty of war. Then we gonna run down and capture the enemy, and we could get the glory and the fame, man. All right. Hey, get your foot on the front line, cause men know what comes with being on the front line. Debt. All right. Not having assurance of life. Not knowing where this thing gonna bring you. But the men of the Lord do actually have assurance. It's called assurance of faith, man. All right. And that's our assurance that we show them. We shoulder that every day. Therefore, it's easier for us to what? Travel or get to where the set appointed arrival place that we trying to reach or what we trying to do. But men in the back, they don't have what? They don't have a destination. They can't map quest nothing. All right, you be here at this amount of time because they don't have a faith in nothing, man. Got it.
When have you ever heard a soldier sitting at home talking about, well, that guy in the front line, he should have swung his sword this way. I would have cut him like that. I would have did like you sitting at home telling soldiers that's crazy, man. Even heathen understand that concept, man. Heathen, they have some sort of reverence for their soldiers, man, but not Israel, man. Israel does not reverence the men on the front lines. They're just cowards. But you got it,
Yeah, that's why that guy Troy on the movie Achilles told that little boy what he told him, man.
God.
Hey, you gotta be like in 300. You gotta want to be Leonidas, man. All right, in your own way of leading the troops, coming in being a leader in the body, man. Performing your gift, doing that which is necessary, man.
But
Go ahead.
In the scene in the movie 300, these scoffers and false prophets. You that guy when the guy from 300 was on the mountain with the nigga with the broke back, the humpback. He wanted to be in 300, and the nigga just crushed him. Like, man, you can't be in this thing, man. This ain't for you.
Hey,
go get some water. Go pitch. Go clean our stores or some shit. When he walked away from the nigga was just all tore up. He threw his shield. My daddy lied to me. Went to crying and shit, man. That's you, man.
Then he became what? He became a scoffer and an enemy. He became a traitor. Ultimately, what a scoffer is, if you're coming up against the Heavenly Father, if you're coming up against the men that are calling Israel to repentance and casting down your enemies, casting down strongholds and imaginations, if you're coming against those men, then you're helping the enemy, man. You're helping Satan. You're helping Esau. You're helping the heathen. So,
it said it's in the Jew 1 and 8. Likewise, also these filthy dreamers that follow the flesh, huh?
And make a point real quick.
Go ahead.
Hey, another scene in 300 was just talking about how y'all were talking about how you got the soldiers that are out there on the front line and the people working in the back. When the Spartans met the other guys, the so-called allies that came up to them, they saw that the Spartans had a low number. They only had 300 men, while they had a couple of thousand. And the other guys were like, we thought that the Spartans would at least match our strength. Like, we know what we're about. But then Leonidas was like, what do you do? He's like,
Come.
oh, I'm a butcher. What do you do? Oh, I'm a potter. What do you do? Oh, I'm a cook. And then he's like, Spartans, what is your profession? They all started yelling and putting their spears in the air. We're about that life. We're the
hardest thing in the book, right?
Yeah, gotta be a warrior. It
Yeah.
says, filthy dreamers defile the flesh, they despise dominion, like YAHAWAH was saying, and speak evil of dignities, man.
Hey, despising governments. And
These niggas keeping the strongholds up, man.
Yeah.
They're not breaking them down. Go ahead, Salaki, brother. I ain't meant to cut you off.
if I could just say where it says where they despise dominion and speak evil of dignities, that's what they're doing to the house of David right now. Hey, if we're those men, that means we're going to be that ruling class that you're going to come back through our loins in, and you're despising your dominions and dignities right now, saying, "Oh, I know one better." Oh, y'all are full of shit and don't know anything.
Hey, they murmurers and complainers, man, and they speak great. Their mouths speak great swelling words, man. Hey, they be proud about it and doting about shit they don't have no knowledge about, man. And be proud about it, standing tall in it. Hey, I did the research on this, man. I can just let it. They letting it fly away. They letting their mouths just fly away, bro. We call it loose lipping. All right, Jake, if you don't know down here, we call it loose lipping. A lot of niggas, if y'all watch our videos on Saturdays down here in the GMS Louisiana Saints camp in particular, I know that it happens elsewhere, but a lot of Jake down here, we say niggas loose lip. All right, loose lips sink ships, right? Meaning they speak about, oh, I'm gonna clear the corner, oh, I'm gonna air this out, oh, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do that. And the end game be, oh, come on, man, them niggas don't want no trouble or smoke, or whatever it is. They come up eating their words or not doing nothing they said they would, because they're not coming in the name of Yahweh bahasham Yahawashi and departing from iniquity, man. We are
dreamers. Yeah,
they filthy dreamers. All right, but it says back in June 1, and then you can finish that out what you had, YAHAWAH, so I can let the brother, y'all brothers do y'all thing. It says June 1 and 18, how that they told you there should be mockers in the last time who shall walk after their own ungodly lust. This was the point. These be they who separate themselves, sensual, having not the spirit. All right, and I won't get that word separate real quick in the Strongs, and then you brothers got it. All right, and then you got it. It says it's a lot. All right,
Strong's G 592. Apade arizo.
It means to disjoin. And the men of the Lord going to Ephesians 4 and 16 is we are joined together by the head, which is the Mashiach Yahawashi. All right, that every effectual part working on that which is needful for the body. It says to disjoin, so they trying to set themselves apart, separate from another, making divisions or separations. So they thinking that being sensual, having not the spirit, making these divisions of separation, gonna put them on this pedestal of that. Well, look, I'm doing this like that. I'm saying this. Oh, I'm being different from everybody. But it actually is about being a light, being one-minded. Going to 1 Corinthians 1 and 10, man. That we all should have the same mind and join together. It says
they're hoping for a platform. They're hoping to get
platform. Yep.
Some type of following and deal out of this thing, man. They're looking for some type of Netflix deal, YouTube deal. That's why they do what they do, man. They go to making merchandise of the truth, man. Shirts, banners, bracelets, and commercials and all type of shit, man. Jake even allude to even getting on BET, getting on local. I done heard about certain camps getting on local TV shows in their city, man. It's all a publicity stunt. If you look at it,
They're going about to establish their own righteousness, man.
Finish out what you got, YAHAWAH, Baba Gosha, and then y'all brothers got it.
Real quick, Kaya, could you get that word sensual in the
sensual? Yeah. I actually had it. It's finish what you got, YAHAWAH.
This back in 2 Peter 2 and 10. but chiefly them that walk after the flesh in the lust of uncleanness, and despise government. Presumptuous are they, self-willed. They are not afraid to speak evil of dignities, whereas angels of greater in power and might bring not railing accusation against them before Yahweh bahasham Yahawashi. But these, as natural brute beasts, made to be taken and destroyed, speak evil of things that they understand not, and shall utterly perish in their own corruption.
Right. That's why the Lord said he gave he made that cluster of the grape, and then the rest he just, you know, it is what it is. Hey, conveyor belted them, you know. And the Lord conveyor belted 2/3 of his own people, man. And the Lord cold-blooded, man. Put them on a conveyor belt, man. Put them here to be destroyed, man. They gotta spill that blood for the righteous to what? Make it, man. Yeah. You see? But this that word. Oh, Salaki, brother, you want to say something?
Strong's G 5591. Suchikas.
That's that word sensual. It says, which they have separated themselves from. Huh?
Go down to we're under B, I.
Yeah. But hey, all is good because they separated themselves from doing this or having this. Well, yeah, man. It says of belonging of or belonging to Brett, which we know as the life, the understanding, the scriptures, all right, the knowledge, having the way, you know. It says having the nature and the characteristics of the Brett. It ain't talking about breathing in and out, inhaling and exhaling, man. Okay, having the characteristics of the Brett. All right, which goes into your soul, which is your makeup, okay, who you are, how you your anastrophe, your conduct. It says the principle of animal life which men have in common with the brutes, governed by breath. It says they what? They're not governed, self-willed, right? It says the sensuous nature with its subjection to appetite and passion. That's the one you want, right?
Those ungodly lusts, being a clout chaser, pretty much making gain godliness, using the truth as a platform. Because not only do you have these bug out jakes, but when you go out and make wild statements like this, you're wanting to elicit some kind of reaction. And obviously that Jake had a spirit of I said something deep, so you're trying to get more people to you.
Yeah, Jake be sounding like the old boy from Living Color that was in a cell, man.
Yeah.
You know, you better remember his name. I forgot the old dude's name, man.
Oh man.
You know, he got all this philosophy of words. You know, he real philosophical and shit.
Oswald Bates.
Oswald. Hey, put him on a private thing real fast.
Pull that nigga up. You need to see a picture of this, man. Niggas acting like this nigga.
Put him in the private thing. I'm gonna pull him up, man. That's a G, man.
I got one knock.
Oh, let me see something.
This
scripture.
Yeah.
It's on. It's on Riot. You know what do you want
right.
to make it? God damn.
This 2 Timothy 3:8, and a lot of these men of the Lord was just like these two men right here, man. This 2 Timothy 3:8, it says, now Jannes and Jambres withstood Moses, all right, which are two Egyptian magicians, all right, that also came up against Aaron as well. So it says, so do these also resist the truth, okay? Which we know those two men, Jannes and Jambres, all right, was Egyptian magicians who was trying to do the things which Moses was doing, man. It says, so the men of the truth, men of corrupt minds, reprobate concerning the fate, man. And y'all got the fate of these two, which are not even Israelites, man. It says, but they shall proceed no further, for their folly shall be manifest unto all men, as theirs also was. But thou hast fully known my doctrine, manner of life, purpose, faith, long suffering, and charity, and patience, persecution, afflictions, what came unto me into Antioch. That was it. I meant to go to 9, Salaki.
Yeah, this is what we talking about. You know, Jay be acting like this, man.
You're gonna make perfection. The ambiguity that I feel never justifies itself. There's always the pungent odor of life's constipation that surreptitiously conflicts with the detrimental instability. Hitherto 4, 6, 8. Who do we appreciate? The unification of Congress, excuse me, condoms, demystifying the squalor of profanity over and over again. Here, let me digress my bowels for a minute and invite to the front the nondescript hernia rectifies the miscommunication of fetal or fecal, depending on where your head is at.
Reading is fundamental.
So let's do not be persecuted by the pompous fedora, balanced by the equilibrium fortified by the government's inability to eradicate or foreshadow, taken from the Hebrew word foreskin.
Oh, understand what you read. He doesn't.
Understand what thou readest.
Yeah.
And that's beautiful. It's spiritual that he was sweeping the floor, because in his mind he was just this great scholar, but he's a prison janitor, man. That's Jake. Yeah. Jake said bottom, but in his mind he's just great. Like, come on, man. How delusional can you be?
It's funny that he said the Hebrew word, because I just randomly pick, I just name it and randomly pick anything. He said,
Spirit, man. It's a real quick one. This is Ecclesiastes 10 and 12. The words of a wise man's mouth are gracious, but the lips of a fool will swallow up himself.
oh man.
In that Second Peter's, these brute beasts set aside for destruction.
Yeah. You're gonna drink down that cup to the dregs by not only leading yourself to destruction, but leading these people to their destruction as well. You false teachers out here are gonna have a lot of blood on your hands by how many Israelites you're gonna get killed. Because
niggas got a filthy conscience, man. Hey, in the scriptures tell you have your conscience sprinkled. Get that in Hebrews 10 and 22, and I'm gonna bring this out. This 1 Timothy 1 and 5. It says, now the end of the commandment is charity out of a pure heart. All right. So charity out of a pure heart, a heart washed clean of the word of Yahweh bahasham Yahawashi. It don't mean to have a heart and your heart just clean, that's beating in your body, and all the blood that's flowing through all the vessels in your body is just pure, free of filth. Like, come on, man. Come on. Have a clear conscience. Your heart goes into your life. All right. And charity is what? The teaching of the law. Okay. That's the law, for a man to fulfill the law. It says, and of a good conscience and of faith unfeigned. A lot of these niggas' faith is feigned, man. All right. They got dull, like the brother said, they faith, they groping, man. All right. They haven't put on that day. They still in darkness. It says, this is it right here. From which some have swerved, have turned aside into vain jangling, man. A lot of these niggas is vain jangling, man. All right. It says, desiring to be teachers of the law, understanding neither what they say, nor whereof they affirm, where they get their confirmation from, man. Yeah. Self-proclaimed, self-confirmed niggas.
Yeah, that goes back to Peter. They speak evil of things they understand not. Jake really don't even understand what they be saying half the time. Like that Jake a couple of weeks ago that was talking about Jacob was a house Negro because he was in the house. He didn't even understand that he was disrespecting his forefather. You're Jacob, you're calling Jacob a house Negro, man.
The magnet,
He had no idea what he was saying, man.
Or even that nigga Marcus. You know, Marcus just got out of prison, man. You know, he was up there just talking out his ears, man. You know, literally, he was sounding like my man. Hold on, let me put him back up here, man. He was sounding like my man right here, man.
Yeah, he put a humble down though, you know.
Gumbo doctrine.
internalized the spatulation
That's how he was.
matter by transmitting the effervescence of the Indian,
Like him too.
the segregate.
Yeah, he kind of look like him.
Yeah, you look like him. He just need eyeglasses on.
My liquids here for one moment. I'd like to continue the redundance of my quote unquote intestinal tract. See, because to preclude on the issue of world domination would only circumvent, circumcise the revelation
Nah, man.
pediatric symptoms, which now perpetrates the Jericho's activation.
Yeah, and that's what you get right there, man. You get guys like him. You get guys like fucking T.I., man. He's another nigga.
Oh man,
That be vain jangling, man.
Vein jangling.
What the fuck you talking about, man? But he's the leader of the people. He's the leader of the free world, as they say. You don't know?
certain Jake shouldn't be allowed to read, man. Esau had the right idea. Like, you niggas can't read. Like,
Yeah, man.
see, man.
Hey, that nigga that was out there that you said who came from prison, what his name was? He said, "Don't say my name." He was like Jerome. His name was Jerome.
Yeah.
Remember, I was calling him On, and he kept on iterating that. Man, you know, I'm not sharp on my studies, but let me tell you this. Let me show you this. Well, the key point in that was you're not sharp on your studies. Like, so why are you teaching now? You just vain jangling, man. You just vain jangling, trying to be honored, that nigga was out there like the honorable Muhammad, Elijah Muhammad.
That's what you get with the polite to the world, man. These guys they just talk, they just running their mouth, man. They don't really believe the shit they be saying, man. Somebody put a better in their back to do what they do, man. And I had the scripture too, going into John the 10th chapter. And really, a lot of these guys are nothing more than hirelings, man. They're paid off to do what they do, man. Okay, they don't care for you. They don't care about the flock. They are only paid to come in from the Rosicrucians or the Jesuits to say certain things, to put certain energy out there for you Jakes to react. And that's why we said over here at GMS, you niggas, you Jakes out there, man, that's, you know, in that 2/3 world, you only about what's packaged and packaged right for you, man. If the shit is shiny with a bow on it, you niggas eat that shit up all day, man. But when we, you know, the Lord put the prophets out there and the teachers to tell you what's to come, to tell you how you ought to behave yourself, your anastrophe should be, you niggas turn the nose at us, man. You know, niggas want to fight you, niggas want to shoot you. All right, all because we tell you the truth, man.
I got that. It's the book of Micah, chapter 2.
You know, Roddy, you can break it down. What the brother about to bring up.
Yeah.
The book of Micah, chapter 2, verse 11. If a man walking in the spirit and falsehood do lie, saying, I will prophesy unto thee of wine and strong drink, he shall even be the prophet of this people.
Hey, that's what our people are after, that wine and that strong drink, especially that mingled wine and strong drink, these gumbo doctrines out there. Because brothers are constantly tell you, just stick with one camp. I mean, if you came across GMS, you should know that this is the truth and just stick with us. But hey, you Jakes like to have it so. You like to hear these sweet things that these other camps will tell you, where they give you a little bit of leeway for your mischievous madness and build up your confidence, because they're not about pushing forward their father's business. They're about getting as many numbers as they can so they can make that filthy lucre.
Yeah, I want to say that too, because these other camps allow you to, they're nothing more than Hebrew Baptist churches, man. They allow you to come as you are. You can come with dreadlocks. But according to the scripture, the Lord say, you know, a man shouldn't have long hair, man. You shouldn't have some stinking ass dreads in your head, man. Okay?
It's unclean.
It's clean. When you get over there, you can come as you are. You know, you don't have to wear a full garment. You can wear a t-shirt with some fringes in the garment on it, man. You know?
You can pop on the Sabbath.
Yeah, you can pop on the Sabbath. You can do, you know, you can eat whatever manner of food you want to eat, man. Oh, all of this is tainted. You don't worry about it, man. Just eat the shit. You know? And the list goes on and on and on, man.
Could somebody get me a Sirach 11 and 33 to back you up on?
Yeah, you got it out.
Hey,
Sirach, what?
11:33.
11 and 33.
I'm on it, Yaga now.
Con, real quick, because hey, to you Jakes out there that are following after these this wine mingled with strong drink, it's all to your detriment because it's only going to lead you to that wide way of destruction.
That's right, man.
Con.
You might as well, hey, if he preach another Yahawashi, you might as well belt with him.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you might well go and take that long walk on that short bridge, man. As we say over here, go take that long walk on that short bridge because it's over for you, man.
Hey, it's only leading you to that chip. Hey, another thing, a lot of these other camps don't want to deal with, that the chip is the mark of the beast. They're trying to make it easy for Jake. Oh, look, it's not the mark of the beast. So you can take the chip and hey, you'll be okay. You'll be okay. You don't need to have to go through any type of trial or refinement.
Yeah, that's madness, man.
Jake want the easy way out with everything. Jake could have killed 2 people and he won't mercy after that. Man, I was tripping, man. I just want to get, if I could just get 20 years. Come on, man. Fuck, man. You gotta, this is what you sold. You gotta reap, man. But this Sirach 11 and 33, this a fire precept, bro. It says, take heed of a mischievous man, bugness, for he worketh wickedness, lest he bring upon thee a perpetual blot.
Hey, taking that crown from you, leading you to that wide way of destruction, that death by pain.
I gotta bring this out. You said it twice. You done with that one? Or you a little bit more?
Yeah, I'm done with that. That's right there.
Yeah, this to back up the brother Rai. This is St. Matthew chapter 7, verse 13. Enter ye at the straight gate. The elder just was going into straight before we started. Enter ye at the straight gate, for wide is the gate and broad is the way that leadeth to destruction.
Hey, that fire on the one hand and that water on the other side. You're already walking a tightrope in this truth, as we can clearly see with these Jakes that are constantly coming in the truth and falling out. So why should you make it any harder for yourself? Just stick to what the true men of the Lord are telling you, which is what we constantly tell you: the charity, the fasting and the praying, and found after these laws, statutes, and commandments to the best of your ability, not mingling with these other strong drinks or wines.
Yep.
I mean, GMS is the only camp out there that whenever a Jake says some madness, like John the Baptist not being a man of the Lord, you'll see several brothers from GMS do a response video on it, breaking it down in clarity, let you know what it is. But then you'll still have Jakes come up and say, well, I don't really feel that way. I can kind of see where he's coming from. Whoop-de-whoop-de-woo.
Bugness. For wide is the gate and broad is the way that leadeth to destruction, and many there be which go in thereat, because straight is the gate and narrow is the way which leadeth unto life, and few there be that find it.
Jake, you're gonna have to start giving up these sensuous or sensual lusts. This truth takes sacrifice. You're gonna have to cut a lot of things out. And hey, the brothers always constantly talk about this. We haven't gone through any real trials yet. I mean, yeah, we got the demons dealing with us. You got your old lady and your kids dealing with you, your parents or your siblings or your job dealing with you, but you aren't faced with death looking you straight in the eyes yet. And you're getting weak now.
Yeah.
You're bugging out now. You're trying to find the easy way.
Yeah.
I got a precept too.
Real quick.
Come back out.
But it says, verse 15, beware of false prophets, which come to you in sheep's clothing, but inwardly they are ravening wolves. Beware of false prophets. That goes back to the topic.
Entering in through another way when there's only one way into the sheepfold, through Yahawashi.
Right. This is back in Jude 1 and 10. I'm gonna read down some more. It is, for some reason it's coming back out. It says, but these speak evil of things which they know not, but what they know naturally are brute beasts. In those things they corrupt themselves. Woe to them, for they have gone in the way of Cain, and run grievously after the error of Bahasham for reward, and perish in the gainsaying of court.
If I could say,
go ahead.
if I could say real quick, what did it say? That going the way of Cain. And what was Cain known for? Slaying his brother, which is what you false prophets are doing by leading the flock astray with all these wayward doctrines. You're leading them to death. You're being that mischievous man using his wickedness to put a perpetual blot on them.
Hey, get that, one of you brothers get that scripture about being a charlatan and get the word charlatan, if you know what I'm talking about. All right, it says, verse 12, it says, these are spots in your feast of charity when they feast with you, feeding themselves without fear. Clouds, they are without water, carrying about winds, trees whose fruit wither. It says, without fruit, twice dead, plucked up by the roots.
Nothing good.
It says, railing waves of the sea, foaming out of their own shame, wandering stars, to whom is reserved the blackness of darkness forever. Yeah, man.
Nothing good. Nothing. No life. No unspotted feast. No wetlands. No rains or anything like that. Just death, destruction, and misery.
That's right, man.
The death by pain.
Niggas got spotted garments, and the scriptures always to tell us to what? Keep our garments clean, man. Keep your garment clean. Nigga walking around with spotted garments, man. Different doctrines.
You wanted the one on hirelings?
No, charlatan. Being a charlatan.
That's all I got.
If not, just get charlatan in the dictionary.
God. This is the definition of charlatan. It says a person falsely claiming to have a special knowledge or skill, a fraud.
A flim-flam man.
Yeah, man.
Somebody with an ulterior motive that always just seems to benefit them, but always leaves you with your ass in the breeze.
God. Oh, check out this definition. A charlatan is a person practicing quackery or some similar competence trick or deception in order to obtain money, fame, or other advantages via some form of pretense or deception.
Making gain godliness and fulfilling those ungodly lusts.
God.
Because if by now you don't know, if you don't know by now, it should be clear that when you look at the brothers in GMS, the sincere brothers, because best believe there are going to be more fallouts and more bug outs and those that weren't in this for truth and sincerity. The brothers come at you and give you our all. We're trying to save the elect. We're not coming to you with some ulterior motive to clout chase or anything like that, because we know that by doing that, we're coming in that way of Cain. We're killing our brothers and put more blood on our hands.
God.
Yeah, we don't got a bucket in front of camp. You know, throw some change in there. Or like you said, we don't come for you. The brother, the elder brother, y'all can always go into it. We don't desire you, but I mean, Paul mentioned it. You know what I'm talking about? Yakana?
I don't desire you.
Oh yeah. You talking about
one of your favorite ones you brought out, all right?
2 Corinthians 12, I believe.
Yeah, for we didn't make gain of you. We didn't desire what you had. We desired you to basically, build you up. I paraphrase.
12 and 14. You want me to get it or what?
Yeah, you could get it.
Yeah, this is 2 Corinthians 12 and 14. It says, behold, the third time I am ready to come to you, that I will not be burdensome unto you.
Mm-hmm.
For I seek not yours, but you.
Sincerity. We ain't looking for no bucket and no chains to make it see how we could pay for garments for the Passover and all that, man. The Lord gonna provide that. The Lord provide us with our earthly needs, man. Go ahead.
It says, for the children are not to lay up for the parents, but the parents for the children.
And right now, the men of the Lord are the parents towards the children that don't know. All right, starting with our elders and apostles. All right, chiefly and all the way down to the youngest of the brothers, man. All right, we're we're the parents of the people on the earth, because all the people on the earth are children, man. All right, especially the other nations, and especially Esau. He's overly childish, man. You see, but ultimately, it's for what? It's for our people to be reconciled into the Mashiach Yahawashi, which those who have what? Have went away and strayed away. All right, that's gonna be bought back in, grafted back in. But that's it. That's all I had, bro.
Con. Anybody else have anything?
That's about it.
If I could say, somebody get me 2 Timothy 3:13, and we're going to close that with 1 Peter 5:8.
Yeah, this is 2 Timothy chapter 3, verse 13. But evil men and seducers shall wax worse and worse, deceiving and being deceived.
As we said at the beginning of the video, what we're seeing right now is just the tip of the iceberg. As we get closer to Yahawashi returning, it's just going to get weirder, more bugged out, and just as the brother likes to say, more mischievous madness. But hey, the people that Yahawah by Hashem Yahawashi doesn't want are going to get sifted by it.
Yeah, you're gonna get to looking like the nigga from this past weekend, man.
Oh man,
Lord of the Flies, man. That nigga.
yeah, he was
gone.
That straight focus, man.
His brain was in a blender by just him. He was cutting himself. He was
I'm gonna say this. You know, that's the guy that actually ran, bumped into one of y'all brothers, a Baraki, who was about to put hands on him that day. And I was like, man, let's leave the nigga alone. Let him go by the business. He was doing the karate moves and shit. Remember, he was in a better state than he was, man.
That's the same dude?
Same dude, man. It's the same guy. Me and another brother were talking, and the brother brought it to my attention who that was. I'm like, oh yeah, damn, that was him. He just jacked up more now, man. But that's what the Lord do you.
You gotta fear Yahawah by Hashem Yahawashi, man.
Yeah, man. He's too far gone, man. He's far off. He's too far gone.
He's got Legion dealing with him now.
Oh yeah.
He ain't gotta be alone.
Jake a lunatic, man.
He's a charlatan, a lunatic.
Wait, what's the other one you wanted at?
1 Peter 5:8.
This 1 Peter chapter 5, verse 8. Be sober, be vigilant, because your adversary, the devil, as a roaring lion, walketh about, seeking whom he may devour.
Hey, the deceiver and the deceived are the Most High. He's sending these false prophets to sift out those he doesn't want. So just be sober and be vigilant and do whatever you can so you don't end up getting sifted by Satan or his false teachers. Again, showing that charity and that love for the brotherhood, following the law, statutes, and commandments to the best of your abilities, and just keeping your eye open and your powder dry. So with that, we hope you sincere Akim were edified. And as always, we're going to give all praises, glory, and infinite honors to Yahawah by double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone who ruled and teach well, and peace and salutations to you Akim out there pushing this word in truth and sincerity. Shalawam.
Hey, Shalawam.